All right, continue. Yes. Okay. All right. So my name is Melanie Moreno, and I'm one of the hostesses. I'm going to say host, but hostesses tonight. And we're going to be talking about gut health and the connection to our mental health and physical health. But tonight we're going to focus more on the mental health side. So I'm going to let Lori introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Lori Egner, and Melanie and I met this past December.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, and became fast friends.
Mm-hmm.
I actually kind of forced my friendship on her. No,
No, you didn't.
no, because I just loved her vibe and I loved what she was up to. And so I told her, I met her at a Christmas bazaar at Stapleton. And I said to her, I'm going to take your card, I'm going to call you, and we're going to be friends.
That's exactly what happened immediately.
Yeah.
I knew I was somebody right away, like instantaneous. Yep. We're definitely interested in the same things. And yeah. So tonight, usually when I start any workshop, I read the tarot. So I decided to pull in my guides and ask for guidance tonight in terms of what is it we really want people to learn about. So it was interesting because I pulled the devil. And it's not like it sounds. But what the devil really means and stands for is basically it's speaking to things that constrain us and prevent us from living our life to the fullest. And I think that's really interesting that I pulled this card because that's what all of these workshops are all about, is helping people integrate the mind, the body, and the spirit. So we truly can be aligned and vibrate high and also just live our best lives, and optimize, the time we have here on this plane. So I thought that was pretty fitting. But we're going to start tonight just by grounding and setting the stage. And we're going to do just about 10 iterations of pranayama together, which I'll explain in a minute. But pranayama basically means prana and then the word ayama, which means to basically lengthen the breath and to express our aliveness. And that's what we're going to do tonight to set the stage. So I want us all to set this intention that we are going to open our minds to learning new things. We're going to take away perhaps one small thing that we can do in our lives to incorporate after we share this learning together tonight that you might be able to take on. So while we do this, I want you to get into a comfortable spot. We call it Sukhasana, meaning we're comfortable, our sit bones are high, we're sitting tall, and we'll put our hands, one hand on the lap. We're going to take one hand and actually we're going to use the index finger and the third finger to put on our third eye. And we're going to put our thumb over one of our nostrils because we're going to breathe in through one side of the nostril. And then we're going to cover it with the fourth finger and breathe out the other side of the nostril. The thumb goes back on. I'm just going to demonstrate a couple times while we're breathing up the left. Then the fourth finger covers the left side of the nose while we're breathing out the right. So we're just alternating which nostril we're breathing in while we keep these two on our third eye. So if everyone wants to get into a seated position, we'll get started. And we're going to do about 10 iterations of this. And we're going to start by closing off the left nostril with our fourth finger and breathing through the right. So go ahead and close your eyes and we're going to take a deep breath. And you're going to take your thumb and close over the right nostril and breathe out the left. Breathe back in through the left and out the right. We'll do this 10 more times. And then put both hands on your knees and just take one cleansing breath. Go ahead and open your eyes. Pranayama is something you can do every day to help clear your nervous system, help calm the nervous system, clear the chakras, and just balance ourselves. So, with that said, we're going to get started. I wanted to start out with my story, and some of you know my story, and some of you don't, of why I'm so passionate about this concept of gut health and our mental health. My family has a very long history of chronic clinical depression and severe anxiety. And for the longest time, I thought that pharmaceuticals were the only way that a person could function with these types of conditions because that's what was prevalent in my own family. So in 2015, I was working as a school principal and a single mom. And I did that particular job. I opened this school. I did that for 5 years and working 12 to 14-hour days and just running myself ragged and into the ground. And during that same time, 2015, I had a close friend that I helped care for, and Hazel knows her.